Hey, I'm back. Thank you for sticking me through that break. That break took longer than expected because I had MomoCon stuff come up. I should have replied when I got home earlier today to a bunch of volunteers that just responded to me. I think out of all the volunteers I have, I think only 2 are still in pending. So we've got that. But oh, I wanted to show this. So grabbed it on break. So this is something that I just got recently. So I literally just got this in last night. It's a USB adapter for N64 controllers. So, because like I like playing shooter, but not having the controls exactly mapped the same is a little hard. Like when playing songs, I have to go, that's the beat, instead of just going, oh, it's just these buttons. So I literally went home this time and got this is the actual GameCube controller, or this is the actual N64 controller that came with my N64. And all the buttons still work. It still functions perfectly. And this worked exactly the way that it should. So that's just really cool to me, because like it's like $10. Super like cheap for what it does, and it just works. So all right, the rest of the stuff I can talk about when we actually get in game. So do that. It was a weird day. Today started early because at about 8:30 this morning there was a support issue that came through, and I should say support issue in quotations. Because what actually came through wasn't a support issue, and it actually shouldn't have come to us. Alright. We got everything we need to leave. Let's head out. Alright. So anybody who doesn't remember what happened last time, we got all the way through the 3 floors, but we can't do the rest of the zone yet because we have to turn off the current, and we didn't have the thing to turn off the current until now. You might as well go ahead and grab it. All right, so if you look down in E1, there is a little black square there. That's the thing. We go there and we turn it off. It turns out that the only way to be able to turn it off requires that you go and open the only 3 boxes you have available to you. I didn't know, and I figured it out, and I did it. I got it taken care of, but I was not sure. You are oh, I want to try something. We have this, right? I'm not the right stance for it, am I? A/. Oh, I don't get it till next level. Never mind. Well, that's good that happened exactly the way that it needed to. Oh, excuse me. So so I can keep telling the story. So the support issue that came in this morning was not actually a support issue. But like, I'll get to why it was in a second, but I need to lead you on the story. So we read through the chain of like what the support engineer, whoever he's a deployment engineer guy, what he wanted to talk to us about, and a lot of it didn't make sense because it sounds like that he was talking to us about a sizing issue, because he's like, well, the servers that our product is on are performing very slowly when people do other things. And my first thought was, well, that's actually an issue with our code, but oh, it's gonna happen tomorrow. Well, I guess I'm bringing my Switch with me to game night. So, yes. So I looked through the logs as I'm like, all right, let me see if there's anything weird in the logs that could be causing, like maybe a grid lock or which is funny because our product is called Grid, Search Grid. But I didn't intend to do that, but yes. Oh God, where was I? Oh, I just making sure that there's no like anything that's causing the system to hang when it shouldn't. And I looked and there wasn't. There was like a couple of errors, but nothing outrageous. And I noticed that like the version, because when we start up a server, when we start up one of our nodes, we list out a bunch of diagnostic information into the log, so that way if something goes wrong, we can verify a bunch of things, a bunch of settings. This version that the deployment engineer was telling us was not the version of Search Grid the deployment engineer was telling us is not the version that we were that we saw in the logs. And so we kept going and we kept going and we kept going. And my boss basically told me, don't respond. Let our the Search Grid deployment engineer, like lead dev guy or lead guy, talk to us first. It's like, if he says that we need to deal with it, we can deal with it, but until then, don't deal with it. So and then it turns out after my boss talked to the other guy, he's like, oh, so what it was is that he was asking for a consultation and it should have gone to the other guy, the lead deployment engineer guy, but it went to us instead. So that was the wrong thing. But yes. All right, so let's put this thing in, because by opening 3 things, we got a guy who came up and just gave us a MacGuffin to stop the flow. You feel the sea bead vibrate gently as if responding to the current. You party with the sea bead. As you bring the sea bead closer, you hear the sound of something flowing, growing calmer. After a while, the flowing sound stops and the usual tidal current dissipates. Alright, so now I think every tidal current is turned off. So my first bet is that we're beelining to the treasure chest. Oh, we didn't blind him this time. Well, that's not as much. That's not as good. We blinded the wrong one. I actually probably could have multi-shotted and been a lot better. And Lizard needs to be attacking the other one. Look at that sweet, sweet TP regen. Jesus, that's 9 TP a swing. They just go together. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, he's almost dead anyways. Alright, so we didn't waste the TP on Nadia, which is good. Alright. I mean, we could just go straight up. It's the same distance. You approach the large box and take a look inside. Ooh. You look inside to find an old book entitled The Book of Arts. It appears to have been written during an ancient era. After skimming through it, you learn that you can use the book to teach martial arts techniques to all manners of individuals. Book of Arts is an item that allows explorers to learn skills outside their class. Bringing this back to the explorers, you'll be able to unlock subclass. Yeah, God, oh my God, that's good. I knew this was coming. I just hadn't thought about it. I didn't know how they were going to do it to me. Once subclasses are unlocked, characters become eligible to learn skills that belong to classes outside of their own. Bring this back to the Explorers Guild in Magnia. Alright, I need to see where on the second floor we're going. It's not on the first floor. It's second floor. Well, we're right next to it, actually, if we just go up a floor. Alright. If you think things are broken now, wait till we start mixing and matching. Poison was like, oh, that was like the one thing. I gotta reblind it. God, I bumped her heal up and she just tanks damage. Her self-heal is healing for 64. It's like just under half of her life. Alright, so now we just go up a floor and we can get the last exit. I think we can leave and it's subclass time, motherfuckers. Not concussion. Oh, I was hoping for a seal there. It's not the worst thing if we don't get a seal, but the fact that blind happened is pretty good. Alright, cool. Now, that is so much TP. I've literally made a Shadow Priest. I'm so happy. Like, you have no idea how cool that is to me, to be like, oh yeah, she's... How's her class design work? Oh, she's a Shadow Priest. Alright, well, we're right near the box. I imagine there's going to be a fourth box somewhere. You look inside. Gosh. Seafarer Folklore. Oh. Inside you find a folio of documents entitled Seafarer Folklore. Decide to skim its contents. For many ages, seafarers have lived their lives on the ocean. This society has handled such an unforgiving life with perfect handling of naval units and the ocean's blessing. They are often slandered as aquatic marauders, but those who have met them in person describe the seafarers as good folk who defend the weak. A hardy and persevering people, the seafarers were apparently subject to a great atrocity during the battle with ancient Lemuria. Oh, is that why they don't like us? While the details of this tale are unknown, it's rumored that the seafarers were utterly annihilated by the Lemurians. During this time, many seafarers were lost forever to the sea, both warriors and civilians alike. They say the cause of this conflict was the hidden treasure of eternal prosperity. You skim the entirety of the folio, and you put it away, continue exploring. You've acquired several documents from the seafarers. It looks like they might contain some important information. To report your progress, head to the training grounds. I kind of want to go explore that last section before I leave. This is a brand new section on the 3rd floor that we got to that we hadn't been able to get to before. This side. I also need to trigger that. During your search for the document, you come across a door deep within the labyrinth. You're about to reach for the door when suddenly you sense something terrible on the other side to withdraw your hand. Curious about what that might be beyond this door, but it's best you bring the documents to Mueller first. I have a feeling we're going to need to turn the current back on before we do any more. Alright, let's go here first. Fully mapped at the Undersea Grotto. What did I get? Hang on, what was that? Well, that's good.
Oh.
Hello there, Pretty Skilled. Ah, the Book of Hearts. Yes, I've heard of it. An ancient Lemurian technology. Understanding of the world. The people who can master only master a single disciple. Discipline in their lives. However, the fact that details a way to learn two disciplines at once. Let's say disciples. Were you to utilize the Book of Hearts, your battle power would increase, making exploration much easier. Subclassing has been unlocked. Oh, that's really good. Also, my throat is killing me tonight, so. From now on, you can select a second class from this subclass at the Explorer's Guild. By selecting the subclass, the character will be able to equip the weapons and shields of that subclass. You also gain 5 skill points and become eligible to learn skills from the subclass up to half of that class's skill level. You can also choose rest to reset a subclass if you wish. Oh boy. I mean, this could just be the rest of the damn set. Because now it's time to explore. Alright, so we're gonna be on Pugilist. I mean, I don't need to do it this way, but I want to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 8. Alright, now it's about figuring out subclass. Three. Okay. God, I have no idea what to do because this is such an important decision. I didn't actually expect that. I actually thought this was going to happen after this encounter. So we may not do it just yet. I may need to think about this. Because it's like, okay, but we go really good with a pugilist. Night Seeker could be good. Oh, see, like, I feel like we have to take the pugilist into Nightseeker just for Blade Flurry, because they're already equipping 2 weapons per million rush, and that just, I think that just works. So Chthonic one. I don't know how we do this. I can now subclass characters. So now everything, this is what happens in the middle of this game. I legit thought this was going to happen after this dungeon was done, so I didn't have a chance to do it. Because I need to look at classes and see where we want to go with stuff. And I kind of want to do there's no War Magus, and then maybe make her a Zodiac subclass. Maybe, because it's only about halfway up. Oh. Maybe. I don't know. We have to think about this. Decision analysis paralysis. Oh yeah. Well, it's because like I want this to. It needs to be something I think about like decently. Because I don't think there's an easy way to reset a subclass. Like once you set it. So I do need to do a little research, and that may be something I do after the stream. Or maybe we do it now. I don't know. But we got all the documents, so let's go turn them into Mueller. I didn't read. You approach the area where the Magnian army is holding diversionary training exercises.
Ah, pretty skilled. Has your investigation produced any results yet?
Upon noticing you, Mueller seems to be hopeful. You report to him about the documents you've recovered so far.
I see. It's quite good news. Please, proceed with the mission as planned.
He then yells, more to the forest than at you, that he will continue to watch over the seafarers. Tell Mueller and the soldiers to take care, then you leave the area. That's the easy way to just solve it. It's like, you know what? No, I choose to not do anything. It's just like, I'm gone. Because I mean, what? There's like, what, 20 classes in this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, yeah. There's 20 classes in this game. That's like 400 combinations? No, it's less than that, because you can't have It's 380 combinations. Oh, is it more than that? No, it's 380 combinations because it's 20 classes, and then each class can have one of the other 19 subclasses. Yes. It's 20 choose 2. Which I think is what, 20 plus 19 plus 18 plus 17 plus 16. No, is it? It's 19 20 times. Well, I guess because, well, I mean, I guess if you can, because say for example, a War Magus pugilist is different than a pugilist War Magus. Oh, that makes more sense. But no, it'd be 20 to the 90, or 20 to the 9, or 20 to the 19. I think, right? Wouldn't it be 20 to the 19? Either way. Oh, order matters because you don't get the full value of the class. Your subclass only has access to, I mean, we could probably go do it right now. I'm gonna save real quick so I can show this, because I may reset and just to reset the save. But the order is different. If the order wasn't different, you're right. Your math's on, but the order's a little different here. Yes. No, I didn't want to do that, actually. Alright, so like, for example, if we set a subclass, I don't think they'll let us do... Yeah, see, so say, for example, I wanted to make my pugilist a defender as well. Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, so you can't redo that, but now if I could actually go to the right thing. So now we have Protector. But I don't think we get access to full Protector. I don't think this is the same full thing as a Protector, right? They don't have the chop. Maybe this is full version. Did I misunderstood how this works? Oh, I get what it is. Okay. So actually it is 190. Because here's the thing, it is the full class tree. But whereas normally shield smite would be 10 ranks, it's only 5 here. So you actually could spec them the same. It's just that your main spec, you would be able to do more of your main specy things than you would of your other stuff. And admittedly, it's been almost 10 years since I've taken combinatorics, so I don't blame myself if I've got this wrong. But yes, so I don't want to make her a protector. So you do get access to the full tree. Oh, it's 20, because it's right, 20 choose to is different from 20 pick to. Which I think this is 20 pick to. If we were counting Class A, Subclass B as different than Subclass B, Class B, Subclass A, then it's pick to. But if those two are the same, then it's choose to. Oh, sorry. That's just the way that I, like, when it was taught to me, that it was the easy way to remember how they work. So it makes sense for P to stand for permute, but like I just remember it, like my teacher being like, well, making it easier to explain the difference between like 20 pick to versus 20 choose to, and it's two different things. He probably said permute at one point, but it's just like it's just chooses pick. But yeah, so that was actually, as I'm thinking about it, that was like one of the best classes at Georgia Tech. All right, I want to try it without destroying things. Use choose, but didn't have a name for the other. I mean, either way it works. God, there's so many options. All right. There's like 3 things I just did wrong. I have an Ariadne 3, but I don't have any of my recovery items. Screw it. We're going to try once. If it doesn't go right, then I'll try it. You know how to do this problem easy? I probably have heard how to do it easy, but I do not remember exactly how to do it easy. Because like I said, it's been a long time since I studied combinatorics. And again, while you're probably typing this up, it was the best class at Georgia Tech because it was the first math class I ever took at Georgia Tech where shit made sense the entire way through. There was never a point where I just went and got lost. You just had that zip. How likely is it for you to have a random permutation of 26 letters where A comes before Z? Isn't that 26 factorial? Because it's 26 for the first one, then it would be 25 and 24 all the way down to 1 for the last one, right? I think that's the way I remember it, because it's 26 times 25 times 24. I guess over the I don't wait, it's 50%? Oh wait, sorry, hang on, I was fucking misreading the problem. Here's what happened in math a lot. We don't care about the 24 letters at all. We can either A is first or it's not. Yeah, so A can either be in the front, like if A is within the first 50%, it's probably before Z. That makes sense. Like I said, I just misread the problem. See. Well, that isn't the right music to do this to, but sure. Remember, folks, don't do math on stream. It never works for you. Never once. No, there's 2 slots. It's either A is before Z or it isn't. The rest of the slots don't matter. It's just those two. Oh, I guess that's true, because you're just breaking it down into such a into the lowest possible thing, and we don't care about, if we don't care about everything that isn't A or Z, you only need 2 slots to determine it. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense, actually. Alright, let's see what happens. Hey, the box is over there. Beyond the door is a great cavernous hall. A quick look around reveals another treasure box like the one before. As you step forward, the labyrinth suddenly quakes. It's just a colossal presence drawing near. Nobody ever looks up. Nobody ever looks up. Nobody ever looks up. Nadia points to the ceiling and you look up to find a gargantuan fish. Seems to have marked you as a threat. No turning back now. Draw your weapons and stand your ground. Alright, let's see. Let's see how bad this gets. Oh. I forgot how to do bosses. I like it. Well, that didn't. Oh no. Alright. I think that logic. How likely is it to have A come before M and C in the same communication? Professor to be giving the answer on that test and realizing it was correct posed us this question, thinking it was harder. Stumped up with my answer. Well, there's 3 slots to care about. A total of 3 factorial permutations of those letters. And 2 factorial permutations that start with A, so... yeah. I took the other student's answer and realized the general solution, and the professor never looked like that before. So, the way you just thought about it is the way that I remember being taught how to think about a lot of these problems. And when I was at Tech. Like, absolutely, that was how I remember being taught to think about things. I think we're gonna also try for a head seal. Rally or guard order. Strength slash. Gotta blind this boy. Ooh. 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 We're doing okay. I am so glad we did it because we needed an arm seal. Well, that was good. Can we do the trifecta? It's only this turn. God, he needs to not be an asshole. You're still 2 stances up. Final decree. Smack it up. Drop shot him. That blind is perfect. He was trying to get us to use the inclusion-exclusion principle with the problem. okay, I guess. Maybe it's like if there's something specific you're trying to teach people, but like if they can figure it out an easier way to understand it for them, then by all means, go for it. All right, back to blind. Can we re-blind him? Oh boy. Back into upward stance. Oh, he didn't mind. He was just surprised at the ease of the problem with the insight. Oh. That makes sense. Oh, that's like the best one. This is a giant chunk of damage every time he does it. Alright. I'm gonna try to steal the arms. Alright, don't do that, but do this. Still a really hard chance. Literally gone in a second. That was brutal. That was with Strength Slash on, by the way. Oh, thank God, maybe, please. Nope. I think multi-shot actually does more damage. Okay, good. Good dodge. Good dodge. Not a good dodge. We recovered. That was actually a really terrible situation that happened earlier. We recovered. Oh, thank God. Oh. Alright, well, we need Nadia up for this, so I think we have some time to recover. Actually, the flame attack is actually more. God, she got obliterated. Alright, upper stance to get going again. Protect order. Guard slash flame arrow. Alright, so we're below 50% or below 30% on this guy? Son of a dick. I took a risk with that. We'll get her up. Oh, thank God. Well, that was a way to get out of that I was hoping to be able to use. Even harder to hit. I'm gonna use the Mirage Arrow after this. Legs sealed is good. I think we're burning that because we're really close to the end. Did I only have... I had 2 turns left. Okay, good. Alright. Mirage Arrow on this last turn. Alright, we're doing good. I think we're doing good. I thought that was supposed to protect against that, but okay. A little bit too low. That should have woken her ass up, but whatever. Oh, okay. Paralysis isn't the worst. Come on, last shot blind arrow. Get destroyed. That was ever so close to being bad, but we got him. The lockdown squad works. The beast looms over you like a great mountain, and no matter how many times you struck its hide, you feel as if you've done nothing. However, you refuse to give up hope and keep fighting. Hundreds of attacks. The colossal beast desperately cries out with one final roar and slumps to the ground. You finally slain the great behemoth. Sighs of relief bound as you tend to your wounds. Better secure the document once you're finished. That worked. That boss was nasty. Fucking piece of work he was. Alright. Last box. Cursed Blade. Map of Lemuria. On the map you see 4 marks on what appears to be the island of Lemuria. 2 of them seem to match the shrines you've already visited. There are 2 remaining marks representing the locations of shrines you've yet to visit. If questions arise, you conclude the mission to collect the Seafarer's documents. When you're ready, report to Mueller with your findings. Oh, Nadia. Oh, Shelf. Shelf. What does that item do? I can't see what it... I guess I can't see what it does here. All right. You guys know what's up. I think it's time we make some
Boss weapons!
I think it's time. Oh, that hurts. We actually can't use that. Although if someone multi-classes... If someone, say one of our ranged motherfuckers does it. Well, I guess it would be a difference between... Oh, so that's a little unfortunate that it's not a weapon we're going to use. At least immediately. Yeah, let's just get a save on. We got it. You turned a whale into a gun. Yes. I'm not sure how. I'm not the kind of person to question it. Although I probably should question it. Because... You what? Alright. Let's go see what he says about this. You tell him you found a map that provides the general location of the shrine.
Fantastic.
You hand the map over to Mueller and you closely review it together.
I see. So according to the Seafarer's documents, that shrine holds vital information regarding the secret treasure.
Mueller sternly ponders this information for a long moment, then turns to speak to you.
There have been rumblings that we should abort the investigation altogether, what with the prince's illness and all. However, that is not the will of her highness. I believe the best course of action would be to take my elite guard to find the shrine so we can all search for the secret treasure. Of course, your continued assistance in this mission will be crucial, Prinny's Guild. Our company's rather large, so it'll take some time for us to fully relocate. We'll depart for the shrine now. Once you've adequately prepared for the task, we should reconvene at the shrine.
Finding a lead on the secret treasure appears to have greatly invigorated Mueller. After he replicates the map for his own use, he turns to you as if remembering something.
Oh, and about the reward. You can claim it from the guard at HQ. Best of luck to you all.
With that final encouragement, Mueller turns to his soldier, barking orders as he storms off. You watch the guards scramble to depart in double time, and decide it's time to claim your reward for you waiting in the city. I think he wrote on the back of our map to report back?
You must be Prinny's Guild. I've been waiting for you. Please report the results of your mission.
I don't know what we get for this, but...
Thank you for securing the documents. Please take this as your reward.
Dosh, 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 dosh.
Best of luck to you and the general.
Oh my god. Here's the Mueller report. Oh no. Oh, look about that. Oh my god. Well, I can at least say that Magnia functions way better than our current government. That's about all I'm going to say on that. So we go out to the world. Boop. This is the Western Shrine. Eastern Shrine. Southern Shrine. Western Shrine. Huh. You know what I just remembered? Is this the right one? Which one of these is one's the right one? I think it's this one. Is this the right floor? Is this even the right dungeon? I realized I went to the wrong place. Don't mind me, I'm just grabbing an area and throw it and ducking out. Like, look at how much dosh we have. We have like 43k. Yeah, this is the one. This was the one I was supposed to go through. Because this one still has a boss in it. But I should save first. No, I want to shave. I didn't need to do that. I could have just whatever. For 270 dosh, that's not bad. Like I said, that so that we have what it says it's 43 almost 43 and a half 43.7 k dosh. That'll last us a while. Pretty good long while. All right, before we go fight this other boss, which I've tried to fight once, almost beat it, but got dicked at the end. Before we go try to fight this boss, I want to take a quick break. So give me... That's the wrong screen. Give me a few minutes to stand up and stretch, and we'll go try to fight this boss. All right? I'll be back in like less than like 2 minutes. So just hang around. Wait, what was censored? Excuse me? What? Something was censored in my channel? Oh, did I have one of the songs? That's in the Phoenix Wright set. It's in like what, set 2? Why is that like that? Because this song. What? Hang on, I can fix that. Well, I'm actually just gonna copy yours. I have no idea why that was like that. But whatever. Yeah. As soon as you were like, excuse me, what? I was like, I don't understand. Why? I don't think anything should be censored. I don't think there's anything censored in my chat. And it shouldn't be. So I was like, wait, something in chat get censored? No, it was in Phoenix Wright. That's happened like once or twice with like songs I've had where there's been like really weird sound. Or just like weird shit in general. Do I need to go back and look at the VOD? That should be the second line with I'm gonna make a note and go back and look at that because I need to see what happened because I wasn't looking at chat when it happened. It's really weird. I don't know. I'll go back and double check it because if it was something weird that happened, I need to fix it. Is that my chat bot doing? My chat bot doing something funky? Type. What? I see it now. How? Hello, I want to fix this. Because I think this is a Streamlabs thing. Streamlabs chat. Okay, hang on. I'm signing into Streamlabs. What the fuck? Why does that... What? So here's the thing. I don't use the what you guys see right here. I don't use that for my own chat. Like, I see what you're typing in my own chat. Just making sure that my name's not visible anywhere. Yeah, okay. So, like, Like, I'm seeing what you're typing. Yeah, that's really weird. I wonder if there's something in Streamlabs for that. Because I know that I'm not doing anything to censor that. And I don't have anything yet. And you can see it's immediately censored. I wonder if it's because it's it's treating it like HTML tags and just blocking it in general. That's the only thing I can think of, is that it's trying to treat it like HTML and it's blocked somehow. So there's part of me that actually wants to send a clip of this to like Streamlabs and go, hey, what's going on here? Why is it that when somebody types something in chat, I wonder if I do it? Do I get censored in my own chat? I bet you that's exactly what it is. I get censored. Whoa. That's gotta be exactly what it is. It has to be that it's treating it like some kind of HTML and auto censoring it. I wonder if there's a thing for that. Oh, widgets. How do I see this? I don't remember how I see this. Chat box. That's so weird. It's gotta be. It's gotta be protecting itself from code. I don't know exactly how they do it. I know that you can have some like codey stuff. Like, I know you can do CSS. I don't know exactly how they do it, but I have to ask them about this because this is actually fascinating to me. It's got to be doing some kind of protection against like scripting attacks, which I find funny because like almost every other browser that I'm viewing this in is not blocking. Like native Twitch chat is not blocking it. My chatty that you guys saw the shot of is not blocking it. It's not even the bot. Like, here's the thing. I can still show you this too. I can drag this over. There's a Streamlabs chat bot. And it's still showing everything. Like, see? It's all there. I don't know what the hell happened. That's really weird. All right, I'm not gonna be going for too much longer. I'm tempted to just actually cut it here because I need to go to bed early tonight. And I also want to take some time to do some research on what classes I want to do. Is there an easy way to capture that? All right, dude. Thank you for stopping in, man. You have a good night. And I will see you when I see you. Is there an easy way to capture this? If I pop you out, what happens? There's no way that's right. Show bookmarks bar. We can hide that. Because I might just do some shenanigans. This song is always so good. You know what? Honestly, this is probably going to work. We're going to use this. I watched an episode of Dragon Pot that was similar to Hunger Games. There was even a Wilson. Ooh. Alright. I'm actually going to move closer to the camera so I can see the bottom, so I can see the corner. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start planning out classes, like looking at like interactions this way. So for anybody who's never seen this before, this is the Etrian Odyssey Nexus, or in Japan, it's then Daku no Meikyu X or Cross. I'm probably saying the name wrong. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm gonna jump off the screen for a second. Jump over to this screen. Yeah, okay. So I can still have everything over here. So we're just going to spend this last little bit of the stream planning out what we're going to do for our classes. Because I have my 5-minute classes and I sort of know how I want to build them. That is a very good question that I don't think I know the answer to. I'm going to do it real quick. In fact, we're going to go over here and do it. All right. So I'm just going to set a random subclass. I just saved. No, you don't get it. Yeah. So it does not look like you get it. All right. So we're going to explore a little bit. You're not going to be able to see the full, like, everything over here, but I can still show a lot of stuff. If I wasn't afraid to like fuck things up. Oh yeah, I specifically chose this theme. As soon as I saw that it was available, I knew I was going to have it. There wasn't a question. Considering that it's like all Ace Attorney noises, I was like, yes. Hey, and as a plug, remember, Ace Attorney Trilogy is now available on like fucking everything. So if you haven't played it, go play it. If you played it and you know people who haven't played it, tell them to go play it. Absolutely amazing, amazing trilogy. And I'm hoping that, and I was actually having this discussion with somebody. I'm hoping that, I guess what I'm calling the Apollo Justice trilogy, which is 4, 5, and 6. I hope that we actually get a full-on thing there. You played it on the 3DS and PC already? Oh yeah. Let's start with our pugilist. Now, oh, by the way, I'll tell you about this Chthonic one. Where is the MacGuffin? So I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna drop this link in chat. Because if you've not heard about this, there is a fan translation for the Great Ace Attorney game, or Great Ace Attorney. The one that's like set in the Meiji area. There's a fan translation of it, and they even explained how to buy it, download it, and patch the English patch in like an Android emulator. So I mean, I could probably soft mod this 3DS to do it. I just don't want to do it with the capture card built in, because I think I don't feel like that's as good. I feel like that's a little risky for me. So, and for anybody else, yes, absolutely, go get that. All right. So what do I want to do here? Oh, you guys actually can't see the drop down menu. All right. So at the moment, we have our pugilist class. I don't want to re-copy the thing, and I don't think that I can't zoom it out enough to get it to where it looks good for you guys. So I'll describe things over here as they come up. I mean, you see everything, like this is the bottom line here, so. And I can still explain what the end guard is. You played it on PC just before it came out. You played it on PC just before it came out. You still have a... No, like I do not recommend 3DS capture as a way to play games or stream them. But I was in a position where I had some money saved up, and I was able to afford it and also have that money disappear for 6 months, because that's about how long it took them to get it back to me. All right, so we have a pugilist, a ronin, a sovereign, a war magus, and a survivalist. So I guess it kind of depends on what we want our classes to be. Well, so here's the thing. I was in the fortunate enough position to just be like, well, I'm not going to send you my 3DS. Just give me a new one and mod that one and then send it to me. It was way more expensive, but at the same time, I didn't have to worry about like sending my 3DS over and breaking that and everything else. I mean, this is still, if this breaks, I'm gonna be out for like 2 months without being able to play anything. So that's why I'm very careful with it. I used to bring my 3DS everywhere. This 3DS doesn't leave this room unless I'm moving to a new place. Because I have to send, at the time, and I don't know if this has changed since then, but at the time, there was only one company, or there were two companies that did 3DS modding. One of them was a local guy, and he was backed up to shit and back. And then there is a Japanese company that I bought my capture card from by the name of Katsukitty. And they were pretty good. I mean, I put the order in. I didn't hear from them for a while, but as soon as it was ready to be shipped, they sent me a notification and it was there. And I will say the one thing about it so far that I have to be very wary of, this part back here gets very hot while the capture is running. Like right now it's not bad. It's warm, but it's not hot. If I'm charging the power on the 3DS at the same time, that's when it starts to get really hot. So I tend to not try not to charge it while I'm live, because I don't want to worry about like it getting too hot. But Katsukitty builds their capture card into the case and then mods the case to have the USB port on the back. Whereas the local guy at the time, he wasn't doing the new 3DS models. So you could still get a 3DS, but it was an older model, so it couldn't do some of the newer games and it couldn't run them as smoothly. But I could have gone through him. But I decided I wanted the newer model, so I did that. But no, like the 3DS is still a great system. Still, it's a fucking amazing system. And I'm hoping, like, whatever they decide to do with Etrian Odyssey after this game, I hope it's something good, and I hope they bring it to the Switch, and then we can just play it on the Switch. I don't know how that's gonna work right, or I mean, go nuts and make a PC game. But all right, so let's at least figure out one of these. Interesting. So heroes are about creating after images. Well, that's a little, so that's interesting. So they're I can see why they're broken. Because you basically get to have a sixth party member for a lot of turns. And splash damage. Okay, so like the back stuff is like when force boost times out, restore some of the boost gauge up to 25%. Or I guess in this case we'd only get 10%. The other one is at the end of the turn, deals melee plus fire cut damage, adds 40% of all damage dealt to target this turn by all party members to this attack damage with a limit. So for us, it would be 300% damage. This class looks really cool. I wouldn't have minded if I decided to go with a hero class after the fact. Like I think it might replace Nadia. No, I don't know who the hell it replaced. All right. I don't think we would do medic because I don't think there's anything. I don't think we would do medic. Can't think of a reason we would do medic. I don't think we would do. I don't know if we would do any of the current classes we have. Because I think all of these require a bow. Shogun has some interesting stuff to do. Oh, I didn't know we. Oh. Does that work? Hmm. I just noticed that like we've been on a Phoenix right kick on the randomizer without realizing it. God, I need to do some research because this is so overwhelming. There's so many things that could be good here. Like Link skills can be like insane. Yeah, I don't think I can do this right now. I think I need to actually go do research. As much as I want to do it now, I don't think I can do it now because I think there's just too much to do. So I'm just going to call it here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It's been awesome. We almost full cleared the raid. And then we got to do some more Etrian Odyssey stuff. We beat a boss. I wasn't expecting to beat a boss tonight, but we did. So that's always good. I'll be back on Thursday. More raid night, and then there's probably going to be some attempts at Mythic Plus runs. I got lucky with my Mythic Plus this week. I actually got an upgrade, like a ring that it wasn't the ideal stat line. It needed to be haste and then crit up. I got haste and versatility, which is okay. Then we'll probably be trying the new raid stuff on Thursday once we clear Mythic Jaina or Heroic Jaina. And then I'll go to more Etrian Odyssey Nexus. I'll probably try that boss, and hopefully by then I will have done enough research to figure out what multi-classing I want to do. Because I feel like I just need to start digging around. Because there's certain classes that would go very well with the way that I'm building this character. So these classes are crazy. Like I keep looking at them. That's for later. We'll do it after the fact. I'm gonna go and get out of here, guys. Before I head out, anyone kindness from each and every one of you. Wish you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, whatever happens to be over you. Alright. See you guys Thursday. And we'll do some raiding and then some more Etrian Odyssey Nexus. Alright? Alright. Later.